My name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about Apple and Apple's satellite relay feature. So, Apple has a feature on their iPhone starting with iPhone 14 that allows Apple to be able to transmit an emergency message via satellite in a situation where someone doesn't have Wi-Fi access or cellular access. It's been pretty game changing. It's a very popular feature. We've seen it used a lot in emergency situations, especially around natural disasters in the US and in different other countries where if someone would not have otherwise been able to get a call through, that Apple has a service where they can relay that information, an emergency, via satellite. Also, Apple in the US and Canada are rolling out this message satellite feature through iMessages. And so this will be a feature that will be free for 2 years until people get the hang of it and decide that they really want this on the messaging app. Is free currently for the 911 or emergency feature to have this feature. I had done a video about 2 years ago about this type of technology and the way that it's going to be used and the privacy implications of this. So basically, what Apple is doing is using satellites in what's called low Earth orbit. So low Earth orbit is a layer of space about 1,200 miles above Earth, and there are a lot of satellites that are floating in that space. And so, what Apple has done, they've been the first to cross the finish line of being able to create a service that they can provide to consumers where they can utilize low Earth orbit or kind of satellite things for their own personal safety and their use. The one thing about low Earth orbit, well, two things about low Earth orbit is that, first of all, there are a lot of satellites in that space. There is a recent change in regulation around low Earth orbit, around the satellites that are out of commission, that die in space. In the past, companies had up to 25 years to be able to remove those things from space. Now, because there are so many satellites in that space, that time frame has moved to 5 years. So if a company has a satellite in that layer of space that goes out of service, they have to take it out of space within 5 years. Also, what low Earth orbit is satellite communications, where it relates to consumers, is that layer of space there's no like privacy regulation related to what happens in that layer of space, because it was never imagined that the satellites would be so sophisticated that they could actually capture personally identifiable information. And also, it was never thought that there would be a product that could capture stuff on a consumer basis as opposed to a business to business basis. So this is really interesting. You know, the feature has been really popular. Other companies are moving into trying to create other products and services. They use these features for consumers. And I know that we're going to see a lot more movement and a lot more excitement and innovation in this space. But I really hope to see definitely the success of Apple in the space has been really important. And then thinking about in the future what that means in terms of change around kind of people's data and privacy in those types of situations where maybe different companies are using data in low Earth orbit of consumers in different ways. That's it. Thank you.